Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Basketball on HCAM. Tom Nappy alongside Steve Spector on the call, and tonight it is the 6-4 Hopkinton Hillers taking on the 6-4 Norton Lancers in a crossover TVL matchup. Hillers, of course, out of the TVL Large, Norton out of the TVL Small. And right now we're going to set it down to courtside for the introductions and the national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's varsity boys basketball game as the Norton Lancers take on your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. The Tri-Valley League is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. The league will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed toward competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Such actions included taunting, trash talking, and the berating of players or officials. Please respect all decisions made by officials. Please respect fans, coaches, participants, and opponents alike. Thank you for your help in creating a positive, respectful, and fun environment here at HHS. And now for tonight's lineups. Starting with the Lancers. Number 22, Sean Clary. Number 5, Jake Ogilvie. Number 2, Kevin Marinelli. Number 1, Brandon Scoville. And number 3, Marquise Pina. The Lancers are coached by Mark Libertor, assisted by Travis Jolly and Aaron Roy. And now for the Hillers. Number 33, Connor Choi. Number 24, Sam Dadigan. Number 23, Sam Pantera. Number 4, Captain Zach Hyman. Number 15, Captain Tommy Chatton. Your Hillers are coached by Tom Keene, assisted by Chris Banks and Cheney Gaudet. Now we ask all who are able to please rise to the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it. We are ready for basketball. 6-4 Norton and 6-4 Hopkinton. Steve, it should be a great matchup here tonight, and it seems like we're going to have a lively crowd as well.
Yeah, they have the student section up. It's Friday night in Hopkinton. The snow had a good vibe here in the athletic center. Two very talented teams right in the thick of right in the midpoint of the season, give or take. And every win is a playoff seed at this point, and hopefully both teams will come out flying, and we'll have a really entertaining game. The whole season's been great so far.
Absolutely, 10 and in. The Hillers on a 2-game winning streak. The Lancers on a 4-game winning streak. So one of those streaks will come to an end tonight. And we do have an update from the girls' side over in Norton. The Lancers leading Hopkinton 17-6 in the first quarter. And we are underway. Lancers win the jump ball, but an immediate turnover as Chatton takes it to the rack and slams it down. How about that to start?
Wow. 10 seconds in, we get a first dunk of the night.
Wow.
There's a steal.
You got to see it against Dedham, and we see it right off the bat here. And driving in is Hyman. He'll draw contact.
Tommy Chatton got the hops. I've said it plenty of times all season. He was grabbing his back there. He went up flying and hung on the rim a little bit, and I hope he's okay. But, yeah, that was an exciting start to the game for sure.
Well, I guess he did his stretching today as Cho feeds it up top to Dedejian. Back to Chatton for three. No good off the front of the rim. Hiller rebound as it's collected by Cho. Feeds it over, driving in Hyman over to the wing. And back to the left wing. We're going to get a travel. I don't know if it was Cho or Pantera.
It was Connor. Yeah, Connor getting the start tonight. I didn't see the last game, but it might be one of the first times he started this year. But he's been earning some minutes for sure. He's having a great season.
Full court pressure by the Hillers. Into the paint. No good off the glass. Grabs his own rebound, and Clary feeds it out.
Dedejian with a block.
Brandon Susel with it. Feeds it over to the elbow now. Back up top, Susel. To the wing over to Ogaville. Susel driving in. To the corner he goes. Marinilli, no good. Hiller rebound. Chatton's there to collect, and here they come. Choi over to Hyman driving in past the defender. Can't finish.
Good idea.
Rebound Ogleville. A lot of action here to start things off. As the Lancers look to settle it down a little bit. We have a few other TVL updates as a lot of the games started at 6:30. We'll get you TVL updates throughout the course of the broadcast as Lancers tie it up. Knocking it down, Sean Clary. Hyman works it up.
Nice stop and pop by Clary.
Dedejian feeds it in along the baseline Cho, and he'll draw contact. TVL updates to tell you about on the girls' side. As we mentioned, Norton leading Hopkinton 17-6. Medfield and Ashland in a tight one, 31-26 in the third quarter. Norwood defeated Dedham on the girls' side, 59-34. In boys' action, Westwood leading Dover Sherborne after the first, 9-8. As the first free throw no good, and Medfield leading Bellingham 13-12 after the first quarter.
And Connor Cho took it up strong, drew the foul on Clary.
Second free throw, count it. 3-2 lead for the Hillers. $1:45 in.
There it is.
And it's intercepted by Pantera. Chatton feeds it over. Hyman.
Oh, that's a double dribble. That's too bad.
Good call by you.
Well, it's a little bit of a mental error. Unusual, really, but...
He took that little sidestep and moved both feet. Susel on the entry. Here comes Clary. Sean Clary, good shooter, player to look out for tonight for Norton. Around the perimeter they go. Back to Susel. Now over to Ogaville. Up top, Susel driving in, fade away, no good, but we have a foul.
I think they got Dedejian on the push as he was going up for the shot. It was no wonder why the ball didn't hit the rim, because he got pushed pretty hard. It was a good call by the ref there.
First Hiller foul of the evening. First free throw by Brandon Susel is good.
So both teams getting their legs under them a little bit. After Tommy Chatton's dunk.
I apologize. I'm misreading my miserable writing. It's Scoville.
Oh, okay. we'll allow it. We'll have to run it by the committee, but we'll allow it this time, one time. But what I was starting to say, Tom, is, 10 seconds in, the Hillers had the dunk by Tommy, and then they've only got 1 point since then. So, and Norton just isn't really lighting up either. So, both teams looking a little tight, actually. Yeah,
the Lancers have calmed down the Hillers a little bit. Hyman driving in, feeds it over to the corner for three. Ooh. Count it. Sam Dedejian.
Well, there you go. Good job by Sam to put me out, correct my commentary. Oh, it was a steal. Oh,
there
nice.
You go. As soon as we say they're getting cold, look what happens. Hyman feeds it over. He thought about it. Cho nice. Driving in, draws the foul.
That's a nice ball fake by Cho. It was a little Kevin McHale-like. Showed him the ball, got the defender in the air and drew the foul.
We get Ogilvie on that. That is his first, team third for Norton. First free throw no good from Cho. He's 1 for 3 from the line. No good on
Tommy
the second. Chatton nearly had it.
Yep, close.
Here's Scoville. Feeds it over Marinelli, back to Scoville. Out of the wing, Clary. Gets it over to Ogleville. Up top, that is Pina. Marinelli now. Ooh, lost his dribble there, and it's taken by Dedejian. And over to Chatton, and he'll lay it in.
Nice finish by Tommy, playing way above the rim there.
I think that'll be the Hiller strategy tonight. Get it to the big man. Up top, fadeaway 2, no good. Norton rebound. Clary collects, feeds it out. Marinelli now back to Scoville. Now along the right side, that's Pena.
Little pick and roll. Oh, nice spin.
Gets it in, knocked out of play. It'll stay with the Lancers.
The Hillers are just, I will say this about, I said earlier that both teams are a little tight. I think the Hillers are really digging down deep on the defensive end right now, and it's having an impact on Norton. They're not really getting any momentum or any kind of fluidity going on. So that's a tribute to the Hopkinton D.
Yeah, some great pressure by the Hiller D. I think they're trying to avoid Norton getting those outside opportunities as
nice
Scoville
shot.
puts it in. Second field goal of the game for the Lancers. An 8-6 Hiller lead. Feeds it across for 3. No good there. Is Diesenroth. Here comes the Lancers.
There's a steal.
Oh, nearly intercepted by Diesenroth.
Good anticipation by Cole. Coach Keene rotating a lot of players in tonight.
Yeah, he likes to have essentially a whole line change when he's substituting.
That's nice. That's a nice luxury to have.
Pena gets it inside. Ogleville around the defender, draws the foul. That's going to be against Chatton.
It's a slick move by number 5, Ogilvy. Little ball fake, and he tried to spin it off the backboard, just rolled off.
Lancers with a chance to tie at 3:25 left to go in the quarter. No good on the first. On the second, count it. Pass over by Iannelli, who just recently hopped into the game. Pantera lost it.
That's too bad.
Taken away by Ogilvy. Here comes Scoville. Feeds it over. Nice feed to Ogilvy, and he'll draw the foul.
Nice passing by Norton, and Ogilvy again threw a nice ball fake on, I think it was on Sam, or is it?
I think they're going to get Pantera.
Yeah.
Or no, they'll get Diesenroth.
But Ogilvy finding himself on the line the last 30 seconds a couple times.
This is the first. He's 1 for 3 from the line. Anthony DeLuca into the game for the Hillers.
They all count. These free throws are so big, and they certainly, as the game gets along, they're more meaningful, but you can't get them back if you miss them.
He'll knock down the second. Iannelli with it. Feeds it over. Back to Iannelli now. Goes to the corner to Chatton. On the interior. Back out over to Diesenroth. Pump fake, puts it up. No, grabs his own rebound. And draws a foul.
Good hustle by Cole. Nice ball fake, got the shot off, and then rolled off. He got his own rebound, and it kind of got squeezed up, but picked up a foul on the defender, number 1, Brandon Scoville, captain.
It's his first. And we'll get a kickball. They'll stay with the Hillers. Roth on the entry. Up top to Iannelli. They're trying to open it up on the inside. Nice passing, and with the finish, Cole Roth.
Wow, Anthony DeLuca with a sweet dime, as they say. Really quick pass for the bucket.
Lancers work the perimeter. Over to Clary. Norton having a hard time figuring out this Hiller defense so far. For three, Marinelli, no good. Loose ball. Iannelli has it. Here he goes.
Oh, almost a
good recovery. DeLuca for three. No. Loose ball. Lancers have it. Pena. Miscommunication there as he was looking for Marinelli.
Nice play by the gentleman sitting in the corner there. Keeping the ball in play. Don't have his name, but we have to look at that at halftime.
Hillers will have the entry. 2 of 2 left to go. Iannelli with it. Along the wing, DeLuca feeds it back to Iannelli. Hillers trying to look for an opening inside.
There it is.
And drawing the foul, DeLuca.
Ethan Rodriguez, with his first foul for Norton.
You are correct.
5 fouls already on Norton, so another couple fouls on them, and the Hillers will be in the bonus for the rest of the half.
Anthony DeLuca hits the first free throw.
He's contributed a lot of positive minutes for the Hillers in the games that I've had a chance to see here. And he's already having a good game tonight.
No good on the second, but a good rebound by Iannelli as Roth drives baseline. Around the perimeter they go. Del Ponte feeds it over. Iannelli for three, and no, it'll fall out.
Good look, though.
Here comes the Lancers. Marinelli with it. Feeds it over to the corner. That is Rodriguez. And we have a foul. We'll get a push. That's going to be against Mitch Simulus, his first. Team fourth for the Hillers.
Oh, look out. Right to the coach. not part of the design of that play, but
I would say that's an errant pass.
It happens. It's a little gift back to the Hillers with about a minute left in the first quarter.
Iannelli with it, feeds it over. Simulus now to the corner for three. No good is Del Ponte, and Norton has it. Scoville with it. Now to Marinelli. 54 seconds left in the quarter. Marinelli back to Scoville.
Tough D by the Hillers.
It is. They can't find a way into the interior. He'll launch a deep two, and he knocks it down.
Boy, nice recovery. He had nothing else to do. All of a sudden, he found a little daylight and got the shot off. Oh, look out. That's a step.
And we're going to get a travel against Iannelli. He was looking for the foul there.
He's a little out of control there, but just lost his balance. He kind of dribbled into the trees, if you will, and got caught on that play there. Oh, there's a nice play right there.
Feeds it in to Pena. Back up top, down the lane, can't finish. That was Aiden Silva. Here comes the Hillers. Decent run.
Oh, there it is.
Puts it up, count it. Good feed.
Beautiful. With full court pressure to finish the quarter. Looking for a steal.
It's the way to get the momentum into the second quarter. 10 seconds left and counting. 5. Long three, no good.
Ooh, that's a
that should have been a foul there. Off at the buzzer, no good. There is a foul, however.
That's a shame.
So Norton is going to get some free throws. I think that was just a missed call on that body contact by the officials.
I mean, that was, well, we both saw it, so.
The teams will go to their bench because right after these free throws, the quarter is over. Kevin Marinelli hits the first.
Hey, pretty smart play by the Norton player, number 2, Kevin Marinelli. It's kind of a marginal foul. I mean, and he got himself 2 points to tighten the game up, just to a point. Really, that's not unexpected. Both teams 6-4, and we kind of expected a close game. We got it.
We certainly do. 13-12 after the first quarter of play. Back and forth we go here from Hopkinton High School. Let's get you some TVL updates while we have a moment. The Norwood Mustangs took down Dedham 59-34. Trisha Wadkowski had 18 points for Norwood. Lauren Reen with 12. Also, Dover Sherborne girls trailing Westwood 18-17 at the end of the second quarter. As the entirety of the TVL is in action tonight. After 2 quarters of play, Medfield leading Bellingham on the boys' side, 27-22. And in girls' hoop, Ashland has a 16-5 lead as they enter the, they're tied at 31 as they enter the third quarter with Medway. We are set to continue on here into the second quarter.
The Hillers really, it feels like the Hillers had a big advantage in that quarter, but the score wouldn't indicate that. The last 2 freebies kind of tightened things up, but hopefully the Hillers can keep some good momentum going here.
Well, Lancers got 6 of their points off of free throws. I think fouls is something that the Hillers will have to watch here. Up for 3, count it! Wow, Del Ponte.
Logan right off the bench and bang, 3-pointer. Good for him.
Full court pressure continues into the corner. Pena back to Scoville. Along the wing now, Silva driving in, and we get a foul.
Yeah, you can see Logan Del Ponte was there to help out, and before the shot got off, the ball didn't make it to him. But he's playing some intense defense. You can just see he's really focused.
Foul on Anthony DeLuca. That's the Hillers' 6th foul. Up for 3. No good there is Clary. Good box out by the Hillers to let the ball go out of play.
Again, not to harp on Logan. I'm complimenting him. Looks like he's got the assignment to cover Marquise Pena, the captain, and he's all over him. So we'll see how that develops while he's on the floor.
Pantera trying to feed it over off the mark there. Clary with the steal. Nice feed
nice block
and
by
a
Sam.
great block.
Ooh.
Pantera gets some revenge. Hyman driving in
Oh!
with the underhand. Yes!
That is something, man.
And the foul.
He's feeling good. He should have a little swagger after that one. That was really sweet. He just spun it up there. I don't know how that went in. I guess we'll have to interview him after maybe at halftime if we can get him. But that was high degree of difficulty.
Certainly was. We'll get Marinelli with his 2nd foul. Hyman with a chance to complete the and one. And the Hillers on a 6-0 run to start the quarter. Full court pressure. And we'll get a timeout called by the Lancers as head coach Mark Liberatore in his 22nd season wants to talk to his team.
Probably good move by him. There was only a minute in. He's three straight baskets by the Hillers, and the pendulum is swung their way. And Coach Liberatore is looking for an answer. Not sure if he's got it, but hopefully we'll keep the momentum going there. Big crowd tonight here at the Athletic Center going through. Seeing a lot of familiar faces. Margie Wiggin there's a friend of ours.
TVL update. Millis girls leading Holliston 31-19. And we want to remind you, tomorrow on HCAM, we'll have the TVL swimming and dive meet as showcase athletes from across the TVL will be over in Wellesley at the brand new Boston Sports Institute to compete in the TVL swimming and dive showcase. Coverage will start at 3:30 p.m. with the diving. Swimming starts at about 5. That's tomorrow live on HCAM. Scoville taking it up.
Oh, good job by Norton. Oh, very nice.
Good passing and a good finish for Norton.
That's the way you write it up, just like they drew it up in practice.
Yep. Hyman over to Chatton. Back to Hyman. With the Del Ponte.
He had Connor down low for a minute. He's still open. There it is.
Here it is, yep.
Oh, there it is, Sam. You
Pantera.
got
Yes! He'll have a chance to complete the and one.
Really nice passing by the Hillers. You kind of, from up here, we have a nice vantage point of that play developing, and Connor did a nice job, delivered the ball down to Sam, and Sam put a little spin move and kicks it off the glass with his left hand. Very nice.
And he had the big finishing play in that Dedham game last Friday.
Sam's he's a tough matchup. He has the ability to take over a game.
And with that, 2 and ones already for the Hillers in this second quarter. Just over a minute and a half
there's a steal. Oh!
Ooh, poked away by Scoville, but the Hillers get it. Pantera there. Feeds Chatton for 3. No good.
He's feeling it.
Collected by Pena. Pena feeds it over to Scoville. Hillers with an 8-point lead. Back to Scoville. Now along the elbow.
Tadajian, tough D.
Norton just having a tough time figuring out how to get inside. Rodriguez
There's a
feeds
block.
it in, no good.
Chatton flying up. He's all over the place.
Pantera with the rebound. Hyman to the corner. Around the horn they go. Chatton.
Oh, sweet.
Great feed of Pantera, and he finishes.
Need another timeout. Good call by the only good call by Norton is by the coach to call a timeout right there because things are starting to get away from him a little bit and his team. But it's just like the floor's tilted in the Hillers' direction at the moment.
The Hillers feeling it in this second quarter as they have outscored Norton 11-2.
Yes, certainly things can happen in bunches, and the Hillers have it going their way at the moment. And student section has been filing in as the game has moved along, and it's getting full over there. They've been rather well behaved so far, but that's early. I don't want to encourage any bad behavior, but they can have an impact. Free throws, etc., for the opposing team. But that's the sixth man over there, the whole student section. We appreciate them being here, and just a really good turnout in general here Friday night at the Athletic Center.
Absolutely, and we want to congratulate Norwood's Noah Baudet. He scored his 1,000th career point tonight. That is certainly a very tough accomplishment to achieve. And Norwood got the win tonight as well on the boys' side. As we continue on here, Hillers rolling, and we're going to get a foul.
I got a different call up here. I got a travel, but
I like your call better.
And that'll put him in the 1-1.
We get Simulus with his second. Well, the Hillers are going to have to watch out now as Norton is in the bonus. Marquise Pena, the senior captain at the line. Front end of the 1-1 is good.
He's got a nice free throw stroke. He doesn't really have a lot of wasted movement. I'm not going to jinx him one way or another, but I'm just impressed by his form. Of course, I jinxed him.
Lancers do get the rebound, however. Scoville.
Hillers back in a zone. They've been kind of going back and forth, Tom, in man-to-man zone, and they're keeping Norton questioning what's going on defensively.
Over to the short corner, no good by Clary. And we're going to get a foul as Ogilvie went up for the putback.
I think it was on Sam. And both teams in the bonus right now, so it's going to take a little while to get through at least the second quarter.
Will be on Pantera, that's his first. On the front end, he hits. Jake Ogilvie is 3 for 5 from the line. Now for the second. No good. Rebound there by Dedejian. Hyman. Back to Dedejian for
Looks
3.
good.
Count it! Good response by the Hillers.
You can see it from here going in.
Hopkinton back up by 11. Scoville feeds it down. Clary.
Chatton's really smothered him there. Nice play.
Scoville driving in, takes it back out. Feeds it over Ogilvie. Now we'll pass back and forth.
Yeah, Norton's having a tough time getting shots off.
They are being patient, though.
Yep.
Into the interior,
Ooh, nice
the
shot.
turnaround jumper, and Jake Ogilvie knocks it down.
Wow, he's certainly active player, very involved. Probably got to be leading the team in points at this point.
Pantera for 3, no. Rebound Pena. Scoville with it. Feeds it over. Now to the corner for 3. That's no good by Clary. And the Hillers have it. Collected by Dedejian. Feeds it up. Hyman around the defender. Draws the foul.
Went flying in there. Took it into the taller player. Drew the foul. Tell you, Zach and Zach and Jack, the similar style play. Really, they don't have a problem absorbing body contact and then getting shots off, but they inevitably end up on the floor. Just getting crunched. And then that particular play for Zach, he got, full foul by number 23. Aiden Silva got his money's worth there.
Both teams are in the bonus. Hyman 2 for 2 from the line. Got it. Well, scoreboard took a minute to react, but it was actually Marquis Pena with the foul.
Oh, is that who it was? Okay.
Yeah, there's a slight delay tonight.
Okay.
Driving down, Scoville feeds it over, and the finish by Ogilvie. Hillers trying to respond. Chatton for 3.
Oh.
Got it! Thomas Chatton with 7 points.
Old-fashioned shootout going on here right now.
Looks like both teams heating up. Marinelli with the reverse.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Good job by Marinelli using his body. Another three-pointer.
No good by Deason.
Sam's up there.
Pantera battling for it along with Chatton, and we'll get a jump ball. Possession arrow Norton. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of scoring and finish out this quarter. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Marinelli back to Scoville. Feeds it into Ogilvie, back out to Scoville. Now Silva feeds it underneath.
A lot of contact.
And we'll get a foul as Pena was going up for the lay-in. I think they're going to get Chatton with that one. They will. That's his second. He'll have to be careful. Looks like they'll probably take him out in the near future. No good on the first.
I mean, Norton's still hanging around. It's not like the game's over by any stretch of the imagination. But they've missed a handful of free throws. If they could have hit a few of them, it would have been, from their perspective, it would have been a good thing. But there's a lot of time left in the game.
Second of 2. No good. And we get a foul on the rebound
Wow,
attempt.
that's a tough one.
That's a rarity.
And that's a double bonus, I think, now.
They're going to get Decent-Roth.
I would have to say that was a little ticky-tack.
Yeah, I don't know
just
about
let the
that
boys
one.
play a little bit, you know?
Right.
Cole was like, what are you talking about?
Well, Norton, they have been on a nice streak. In their last 4 games, they have taken down Millis, Westwood, Ashland, and Holliston. On the first of 2, he's good.
I mean, he's got but this is his 7th and 8th time at the line. Hopefully it won't continue, because if he gets into a groove, he's got a lot of points, and certainly for Norton, they're going to be relying on him for some points.
And he knocks them both down. Here comes Iannelli. Feeds it out. Decent-Roth driving down. No, but there's a foul.
It's going
to be a long night.
Yeah, I was going to say, I might have to check with my wife to say I'm going to be running a little late. So many fouls getting called here.
Decent-Roth, no good on the first. Free throws are going to be important in this one.
Yeah, and I don't think either team. I don't think this is going to be. I'd be surprised, I should say, if this ends up to be a one-sided situation. I think it's going to be pretty tight going through.
No good on the second, and able to battle it out as Clary away from DeLuca.
Oh, nice D.
Marinelli was about to shoot, and now it's
Beautiful.
taken coast to coast. Jack Iannelli.
Tommy point right there. Late great Tommy Heinsohn. If there ever was a Tommy point to be given out tonight, that's one of them right there.
Absolutely.
Steal and a coast to coast.
We'll give one for the Chatton dunk and one for that.
There you go. Oh!
And Scoville going to draw us contact. I don't know if he drew contact there, just kind of tripped, but officials saw contact.
Wasn't a whole lot of questioning of the call by Jack on that one, but he was he's having a little conversation with the referee right now. What did I do wrong?
Scoville 3 for 3 from the line.
And that's Iannelli's second foul, so Coach Keene's going to get him out of there before he picks up a third foul in the first half.
And he hits both, 4 for 4. 8 points overall for Brandon Scoville. Hyman. Around the perimeter they go. Back up top, Del Ponte. Now he'll feed it over to Luca. Hyman. Driving down the pump fake. And we have a travel.
Yeah. It's tough to take it in amongst the trees there, but, hats off for the effort there. Good idea. Whoa, look out.
Nearly stolen away. It's an 8-point game as Scoville takes it up. And it's going to be taken away. Chatton feeds Hyman. Hyman to the rack. Yes! Hillers back up by 10. Scoville looking to slow it down a little bit. Under 2 minutes left. Feeds it to the elbow. Silva kicks it out. Up top, Pena. Up for the jumper. No. And it's pulled down by Chatton. Just a rebound machine. Feeds it up. Pantera between 2 defenders. No. Nearly finished.
I think it was Mitchell. Yep. Up and down.
No good there. Rebound to Luca. Cho. Driving in. Yes! As he's falling.
That's a heck of an athletic move by Connor. Falling down and still got the shot up.
Feeds it over. Pena thought about it. Back to Scoville he goes. Now into the interior. With it, Ogleville. 48 seconds left on the clock. Silva gets it over to Pena.
Good D by the Hillers.
Marinelli driving in. Up. No good. Rebound Chatton. Who else? Hyman for 3. No good. And Hyman nearly collected. couldn't hold on. Silva able to pick it up. Now Marinelli going to launch the deep 2, and it's good.
That's a really big hoop for them.
That was actually a 3 just behind the line there. Chatton trying to respond.
Oh!
We have a shootout.
Wow. Both teams heating up in the second quarter. Oh, there's a steal. There's still time.
Cho intercepted. Here comes DeLuca. Feeds it over. Hyman trying to squeeze through. Knocked away. Cho rejected. And that'll do it. What a finish to that second quarter. And, Steve, I think we have an exciting one here tonight.
Well, that's a whole lot of points by the Hillers. I mean, they scored 28 points. If my math skills are eroding, but I think I still have it. I think they scored 28 points in that second quarter, which a lot of teams don't score 28 points in the game, boys or girls, but that's a whole lot of points any way you slice it. And then, hats off to Norton. They're hanging around, and both teams kind of launching some three-pointers as the quarter was ending. But, 41-29, the Hillers are in a good spot to go into the half. Hopefully they can come out strong in the third quarter and take it home.
Yeah, pretty much a half of scoring in the second quarter alone, a 28-17 quarter, and at the half, it's Hopkinton 41, Norton 29. We got a great battle here tonight. The second half coming up in a few minutes. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Basketball on HCAM. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center as we are just about ready for the second half of what has been a thrilling game between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Norton Lancers. A 41-29 Hillers lead as we enter the second half. Update from over in Norton in the girls' game. Norton leading Hopkinton 51-28 heading into the fourth quarter. Scoring totals for this game so far for the Hillers: Zach Hyman with 5, Jack Iannelli with 4, Thomas Chatton with 10, Cole Diesenroth with 4, Sam Pantera with 5, Sam Dadajian with 6, Logan Del Ponte with 3, Connor Cho with 3, Anthony DeLuca with 1. For the Lancers, Brandon Scoville with 8, Kevin Marinelli with 7, Marquise Pena with 1, Jake Ogleville with 9, Sean Clary 2, Ethan Rodriguez 2. Set to inbound, Connor Cho. Hillers working a right to left across your screen. Tom Nappy, Steve Spector, happy to be with you for Hiller boys basketball. Hyman with it, feeds it in, and there goes Chatton. He'll draw a foul.
Nice spin move by Tom on Sean Clary. Couldn't get the shot to fall, non-shooting foul.
Second foul of the game for Clary. Dadajian gets it into Pantera. Pantera spins around the defender, and he goes, and we have a foul.
Yeah, as we've seen this season and even last season, Sam can be a really tough matchup, and I don't know that Norton has the answer for him tonight. Just as far as dealing with Sam as well as Tommy down low, and even Connor when he's in. And that's a good start by the Hillers.
And it'll complete the and one. 8 points for Sam Pantera. Full court pressure once again by the Hillers. Pena feeds it back to Scoville, and we get a foul. 3 fouls right off the bat. We get Zach Hyman.
Hillers with a trap.
Full court pressure has worked well. They've drawn up a lot of turnovers. Clary going to draw a foul.
I mean, the half is 28 seconds long. We've had 4 fouls in 28 seconds. My math is not strong, as I said earlier, but that's easy math right there. That's a lot of fouls. Any
touch is going to be a foul. A couple other TVL updates. Westwood girls took down, or is leading Dover Sherborne 31-28 at the end of 3. That's knocked out of play by Pantera. No foul. Also on the girls' side, Medway defeated Ashland 50-46 in a thrilling game. Scoville with it. Over to Pena. Or that's Marinelli, rather. Back to Ogleville. Scoville feeds it over.
Blocked.
Good block.
Clean block by Tommy. You know, at the first quarter, Tom was 13-12. We thought it was going to be a really close game, and then, you know, the Hillers extended it. All of a sudden, you blink of an eye, they're up by 15 points. Norton's it's kind of a fork in the road for them. They're going to need to either get back in the game or could go the other way. It could be a long night for them.
I think they'll take some 3 attempts.
Oh
boy, drawing the foul there on the 3 attempt, Pena. I didn't mean to jinx it that way.
Zach Hyman would like to have that play back, I think.
It's his second.
And, you know, Marquise Pena on the line for Norton. He's spent a lot of time there along with his teammate, Jake Ogilvie.
It's the first. So 5 combined fouls in 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
I don't know what the record is, but that's a contender, I think.
It's got to be up there. He hits the second.
Well, that's sort of a gift.
And now for the third. Well, that's what the Hillers are going to have to be very careful of, not letting Norton at the line. That's one way they could really get back into this game.
Wow, really nice job by Pena keeping his team in the game here with three freebies.
He was 1 for 4 prior to hitting those 3. Hyman feeds it over. Dejan across. Chatting for 3. No good. Rebound Lancers. Ogleville pulls it down. Hiller's going to back off the full court press. Scoville. Clary. Back to Scoville. Driving in. Up. No good.
Good job by Carter avoiding the foul there. Oh, sweet.
Great feed to Hyman, but he can't finish. Ogleville pulls it down.
Got himself caught under the hoop a little bit, Tom, on that one.
Scoville. Clary. Puts it in. And now it's going to be tipped away. And here comes the Hillers as Dejan is rejected. And now the pass was knocked by Cho, but Marinelli able to get a grasp on it.
Both teams scrapping right now.
Feeds it over. Marinelli can't finish. Put back. Yes. Jake Ogleville was there. He has 11 points.
He's had a good game. He and Pena keeping their team floating here.
Hyman over to Dejan. Back to Hyman. Dejan for 3. No good. Chatton nearly pulled it down, got a hand on it, but it ends up in the grasp of Ogleville. Around the perimeter they go. Clary. Up top, Scoville. Feeds it in over to Pena. Turnaround jumper, knocks it down.
That's a big time shot right there.
Certainly
He's getting a little swagger. That's a little scary here. That's a good timeout by Coach Keene. I think I said about 2 minutes ago there was a 15-point lead. Now it's 8. So certainly that's the way these things happen here. Some momentum swings.
Yeah, some good momentum shifts in this one, and that could be expected. We got 2 6-4 teams meeting up tonight. And still very much anyone's game.
Hillers only have 3 points in the first 3 minutes of the second half, whereas the Lancers have just to get some momentum going here. I think that was a good timeout by Coach Keene just to gather the troops, as they say.
There's Scotty Mackin, Hall of Fame coach. TVL boys update. Medfield defeated Bellingham 66-51.
Here comes a cheer, man. We'll have to see. Here it comes.
Here he goes. He's going to the student section.
That's important. I think it's cooking. Still,
he's got to get the fans rolling.
He's consulting with them. You can see he's got some dialogue going there. There we go. It's time. That's a good time, Scotty, to do it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
He knows when to get the crowd going. DeLuca on the entry. Feeds it in. Chatton. Gets it across and up.
There it is. Well,
count it.
Perfect. I think Scotty had something to do with that one. And the student section takes the village, as they say.
That was all Scotty. Scoville. Over to Pena. Out of the corner, Ogleville. Back to Pena. On the pick and roll, and we'll get a foul. It's going to be a push against the Hillers.
That's Cole's third foul. Kind of ran him over a little bit.
Team fourth for the Hillers. Lancers would love to get some opportunities from the line for sure. As they work around the perimeter, Scoville driving in, launches it, no good, off the back iron. Pulled down by DeLuca. Here's Chatton for three. No good. And Lancers have it. Pena with the rebound.
Thought about it.
Scoville gonna call it out. Over to Marinelli. Back around the perimeter they go.
Hiller's aggressive 2-3 zone at the moment. That could change.
Running out of time on the shot clock. 12 seconds. Into the interior. Ogleville, no. Batted in the air. Good battle for the ball. Pena comes up with it. Long three.
Oh, in and out.
That's no good. And the Hillers have it. Here comes Simulus. Feeds it up.
Almost a travel.
Roth. Simulus back to Ionelli. Now Chatton. 15 left on the shot clock. Both teams taking their time on their possessions. Chatton with the finish.
That's the great job by Tommy. He got the ball, immediately brought it up high, and he's got the hops, and he is just out of reach for any Norton Lancer to get to, and he just dropped it in. Really nice finish there.
Feeds it over. Scoville gets it out. Well, we had a fast-paced second quarter with a lot of scoring, kind of the opposite in this third quarter.
Exactly.
Pena.
Body contact there.
Taken away. Roth feeds it
nice.
up. Great passing by the Hillers and the finish by Simulus.
And again, the pendulum swings the other way. Really nice play by Chatton. In the air, just almost an alley-oop type of a pass, and really nice finish.
And I think what I noticed most about the Hillers is the great teamwork. Everyone but two players on the roster is in the scorebooks.
Yeah, it's good to see. Here comes Scotty again. It worked the last time. He did this cheer, and they got a hoop.
It works most of the time.
It's good video work by our
the best
amazing
in the business.
HCAM staff here. John Ritz, Andy Ritz, Mary Arnott, Mike Tarosian.
The 18.
Keeping Tom and I mostly under control. I mean, it's early. That could change at any minute.
We'll see how the game goes.
14-point lead. We can exhale for the moment, but there's been these 6 and 8 point runs. Both teams having those, and right now the Hillers have it their way. I mean, it's somewhat comfortable, but 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. There's too much time to get completely comfortable.
Absolutely. Long way to go. Scoville on the entry. Full court pressure for the Hillers.
Wow, that was close.
Good passing by Norton. Up top, Scoville. Marinelli for three. No good. Off the iron, rebound Chatton. Chatton feeds it up. Roth. No. Put back.
Nice.
Yes, Simulus.
I mean, there's a lot of depth here. To your point, everyone's scoring for the most part. Got his teammates off the bench from that play. That was really, really good hustle.
Lancers looking to respond.
They better do it soon because this game's getting a little out of hand for them.
2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Hillers up by 16. Scoville over to Marinelli for three.
Ooh,
and
nice.
They needed that and got it.
I agree with you. There's on the verge of getting a little out of control for them, but that was a big hoop for Norton.
Chatton gets it inside. DeLuca along the baseline. No.
DeLuca's a tough matchup down there.
Ooh, battle for the loose ball. We'll have a jump ball call. It's going Lancers' way.
Referee's having a little discussion with Anthony DeLuca. He got a little fired up on that. Just good hustle by both teams right there. The Norton player picked him up, but the player that knocked him over was a different player. I don't think they're meeting for pizza after the game. I'm not sure about that.
Hillers looking for the turnover, and Pena called for the travel.
He kind of knew it as it happened.
Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, TVL Swimming and Dive Showcase live on HCAM. Diving coverage starting at 3:30. Swimming coverage at 5. That's TVL Swimming and Dive Showcase live on HCAM tomorrow afternoon. Zach Hyman with it. Easton Roth feeds it through. It's batted away from Cho. Here comes Scoville. Clary now over to the corner. Marinelli feeds it up top. Scoville rejected.
Wow, Cole.
Easton Roth says, get that out of here. Here he goes.
Coast to coast.
Oh, can't finish. Pantera. No. Grabs his own rebound. Put back. Rejected. Decent Roth. No.
Wow.
Grabs the rebound. Draws the foul. Wow.
Exactly. 4 offensive rebounds.
Talk about the height advantage.
Wow. That was amazing sequence there. Cole with a beautiful block. Not only did he block it, he kept it in bounds, grabbed it, went coast to coast, couldn't get the finger roll to fall. I lost track of who got the rebounds, but he and Sam were both got like two offensive rebounds, and Cole finally got it back and got fouled. So,
well, one of the keys to the Hillers' success in this game has been owning the boards, and they have certainly done that tonight.
Yeah, Norton, the height differential, as you just said, Tom, is starting to become a little bit of a big mountain for Norton.
And Easton Roth knocks them both down.
Not to mention the Hillers' defense is just swarming. It hasn't stopped all night.
The height and the speed. That's going to be the key to this Hiller team success as it's batted away back into the hands of Marinelli.
That's a heck of a play to keep the ball in play.
It's been a lot of crazy sequences. And then Pena is going to be called for the travel as he had a misstep.
That's too bad. He's just trying to do it. He's just trying to get his team back in the game. He's trying to make a play. He just kind of rolled his ankle a little bit.
I'm glad he's okay.
I don't think he injured it. He just kind of and he kind of lost his balance and he took an extra step. Ref had to call. It was right in front of him.
The ankle bent a little more. It might not have been such a great result. Simulus to Hyman. Hyman to Diesenroth. Back to Hyman. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Hyman driving in.
I think he
count it.
I think it's a walk.
Oh, they got him with a travel.
It's a little hesitation. It was subtle, but I think they got it right there, unfortunately.
6 seconds left in the quarter. Norton going to have to work quickly.
There's a steal by Cho.
Cho feeds it over. Hyman, turnaround jumper at the buzzer, no good. At the buzzer, yes!
I mean,
wow! The things you can do in 5 seconds, unbelievable.
I mean, I think they got 3 shots off in the last 6 seconds, and I think the last one was with about 0.2 of a second.
I don't even know how they did that.
That was really amazing. I mean, what I remember saying earlier in this quarter is there's no scoring going on, and all of a sudden, respectable 15 points for the Hillers, bringing their total to 56, and then to 39 for Norton. But a really good finish to the quarter by the Hillers, and I think Scotty Mackin has something to do with it, to be honest with you.
Oh, he's your MVP tonight. The girls' game has gone final. Norton defeated Hopkinton 61-34 over at Norton High School. In boys basketball, Norwood took down Dedham 63-58. And in girls basketball, Westwood over Dover Sherborne 37-34.
It's good to see the girls get a couple wins, though. That was good.
Certainly was. Nice win against Bellingham this past Tuesday we had on HCAM. As we are ready for the fourth quarter, Hillers up by 17, ending the third quarter in style. A last-second buzzer beater, and I mean last second, by Zach Hyman.
Great stuff.
Diesenroth into Del Ponte, back to Diesenroth. Up for the jumper, no. And a rebound by Marinelli. Scoville.
Zach Hyman is just playing relentless defense at the top of the key there. Everyone is really. There's a steal by Cole. Almost a steal.
And in is Clary.
Tip ball, I was just correct myself there. But they're just disruptive. The Hillers defense is just, well, Sam's thinking about it.
Thought about it a little too long. Got it over to Del Ponte. Hyman now back to Pantera. Along the baseline, no. Rejected by the hoop there. Scoville to Clary. Back to Scoville. Marinelli feeds it over. Ogleville back to the corner. Up top. Rodriguez.
Oh.
And it's stolen away. Quick break, Cho to the rack.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Really smart play by Connor. First of all, he maintained his composure and his body control and used his body to just shield the player. Nice ball fake right there.
Good passing by Norton and Jake Ogleville with the finish.
Still a long way to go for Norton, but good response. But Connor Cho having himself a good game. Got the start tonight. Oh, look at that. Wide
Hyman
open.
Down the lane. That was pretty.
Nice left-handed finish. Zach Hyman showing a lot of grit.
Marinelli back
almost
to Scoville.
another steal.
Yeah, nearly stolen away there to the corner. Clary knocks it down. He's heating up when Norton needs him most. Hyman feeds it up. Pantera draws the foul.
I think there was a borderline travel by Sam, but nice job. He kind of weaved his way in between a couple of Norton players and drew the foul. Tried to do the up and under move.
We get Ogleville with his second. Pantera has 2 completed and 1s in this game. Looking to make it 3 for 3 from the line. No good.
In and out. Cole and Zach coming out. Both of them are just relentless defense that just duly noted up from up here in the perch. The whole team, but those guys, just that last sequence really. I can go on. There's such a tonight. I'm feeling the depth from the Hillers side. There's got to be 10 players that have points. I don't know. You said a couple. Everybody but 2 players have points already, but they just have a lot more options than Norton does tonight.
So far, so good. Scoville with it. Around the perimeter they go. On to the interior, back out to Clary. Silva feeds it through, up, no. Ogleville nearly finished, but it falls out, and Thomas Chatton knocks down a 3.
Shoo. He's got to be one of the best players in the state, definitely in the league. Tommy's just having himself a season, and bringing it back to the game, he's really having a tough. There's a steal by Tommy right on cue.
There you go. And
nice
Inelli
block.
can't finish.
Wow.
Good block there. Ogleville feeds it up top. Trying to drive down Silva. Underneath to Clary, up with the reverse. Yes.
That's a nice.
Sean Clary has single-handedly kept Norton in this game, or almost single-handedly. He has 10 points in this fourth quarter.
Wow.
Or in the second half, rather, excuse me.
Yeah, Norton's hanging around. 15 points is a long way to go. 5 minutes left. And again, it's just back and forth. It's just these momentum shifts with 4 or 6 points apiece. Hillers are in a good spot. That was interesting timeout by the Norton coach, Liberatore, after his team got a hoop. Probably setting up a half-court press, looking for a turnover. Get some momentum going their way. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is very much going in the Hillers' favor, but still plenty of time left if you're Norton, and if they could heat up from outside the perimeter, draw a few fouls, you never know. And I think you're going to see a lot of 3 attempts from this Lancers team. They've shot pretty well from the outside.
Interesting, they have one of their captains, Marquise Pena, on the bench. I don't know what I mean, he unless he rolled his ankle, and
he might have.
I don't know, but he hasn't been in since that happened, and they could really use him. He's one of their stronger players.
He does have 3 fouls. That could be a reason as well.
Oh.
Stolen away. Here goes Marinelli to the rack. No good. Loose ball, and it's picked up by the Lancers.
Oh, man.
As Aiden Silva now draws a foul.
You can hear some of the Norton parents thinking that might have been a foul on the Hillers on that play. It was borderline. Can't blame them. They're just trying to get themselves back in the game, too, just like the players.
There's the Dejin's 3rd foul. Scoville feeds it over. Marinelli.
Quick pass. Oh,
errant pass there. Chatton with the interception.
The Norton coach didn't like that play.
Simulus for 3.
Oh,
yes!
Man.
Swishes it through.
That's a backbreaker if you're Norton. There's another backbreaker with a steal, and there's a
beauty of a steal and a beauty of a finish. Thomas Chatton. The Dejin on the steal.
Ooh, that's a walk. And another steal almost.
Things may be starting to crumble for Norton. Taking it out, Ogoville. I don't know why the Lancers trying to slow it down here. You need points rather quickly.
I don't know if they're waving the right flag. A 20-point lead is a long way back.
Right.
Well, that's a push. That was a
rejected.
I'm going to defend the Norton fandom over here. I think Cole. I'm sorry. I think it was Cole. I'm sorry, DeLuca. Sorry, Sam DeDejin. 3 times the charm.
So you don't even know who it is.
It was an obvious push, and there's a steal, and there's a. I'll let you do the play-by-play. We're getting caught up. There's a lot happening here. But that's a frustrating play if you're Norton because there was a kind of an obvious foul that the refs missed. But life goes on.
And apologies, folks. Steve's starting to get a little overwhelmed.
Yep.
Thank you on the entry.
There's only 3 minutes and 48 seconds left. Thankfully, kind of running out of time. For myself, I'm trying to keep it together for you, Tom.
And Ellie will take it up. Feeds it over. Good passing by the Hillers. Chatting for 3. No. And it's pulled down by Ogoville. Hillers with a nice 20-point lead. Looking to grab their 7th win of the season. Scoville calling it out.
Good D.
Pena.
Simulus.
Gets it to the corner, up for 3. Yes. And that was Kevin Marinelli. His 2nd 3 of the game. He has 10 points. Chatton gets it over to Iannelli for 3. No good.
Chatton trying to get.
Nearly had the rebound, but Pena beat him to it. Scoville. And the way the Lancer is playing, you can tell they're kind of accepting their fate. As they're not rushing their shots. They're going to take a 3, though, and knock it down.
14 points.
Marinelli. They can keep hitting 3s like that. You never know.
Well, they need a couple stops, too. There's a turnover. I think Coach Keenan is like, let's get this game over with already here.
Well, you'd have to expect Lancers are going to be taking 3 pretty much from here on out.
It's a bit of a Hail Mary, but they're going to. The Hillers are not letting up with it.
There goes Silva driving
almost
down.
a travel.
Feeds it across. 3 attempt. No good there is Marinelli, and a rebound by DeLuca. Chatton with the quick hands. Feeds it to the corner for 3. Falls out.
Oh, that's a fuss.
That was the Dejin.
There's some more body contact there.
Up and in goes Silva.
12 points.
Well, it's still a game. They're hanging
20.
around.
Like I said, 6-8 points either way, back and forth, back and forth.
We've seen those spurts in this game of very quick scoring, so you can never be too sure of yourself in this one.
That 3-point weapon, if 1 or 2 people get hot on a team, it can be contagious. It's like hitting free throws. You can go either way. But hats off to Norton. They're hanging around. Again, I mentioned earlier, Marquise Pena, senior captain, who's had a really good game, has not played this fourth quarter.
No, he was in.
Oh, was he in?
Yep.
There you go. Thanks again for correcting me. But he hasn't had as much of an impact. I guess he did sit out for a while, but some of the other Norton Lancers have kept them in the game.
Whole lot of a whole lot of Hopkinton Hillers sports coverage coming up. TVL Swimming and Dive Showcase tomorrow starting at 3:30. Then we'll be back here next Tuesday as the Hiller girls take on Millis. Also wrestling next Tuesday, January 24th, as the Hillers battle Keefe Tech. And then at the New England Sports Center on Wednesday, January 25th, a big boys hockey matchup as they welcome in Medway. Check our website, hcam.tv, for all our upcoming coverage. Hillers with possession off the timeout, trying to finish this one off. Hyman.
Run some clock here.
Driving in. No good. Hiller rebound as DeLuca pulled it down, and now with the finish, Thomas Chatton. Hillers have 70. Minute and a half left to go. Marinelli draws a foul.
Yeah, there's a high level of defensive intensity on the Hillers. We've seen a lot of games this year. But I think this is, from my perspective, is one of the best displays defensively for the Hillers.
Yeah, their defense has been just relentless and
just a high energy
the
whole night.
They have drawn some great turnovers. This Norton team, from what I hear, a very good shooting team. As they have shown, they don't miss a lot from the field, but it's been the Hillers defense that has been the big difference maker, and the great passing, like with that pass there. And we're going to get a foul against Norton.
Not quite bonus time yet. Nice play by Sam. He's a tight end in the football team. That was kind of a football play right there.
On the entry, Dadajian. Into Simulus, and now back to Dadajian. Now Hyman. Hyman trying to fake out the defender, called for the travel.
I mean,
I think that was more of a double dribble.
He needed one of a teammate or two to come bail him out, and it didn't happen. So but anyway, hopefully there's not enough time for Norton to do anything here. They need a quick three.
Oh, they're not going to get it there.
Ooh, wide open.
Chatton with the rebound, airs it out off the fingertips of Dadajian, out of play.
Nice play by the young lady in the student section with a soccer move, keeping the ball in play keeping the game moving.
Marinelli takes it up, under a minute left. Driving it up with a reverse, no, poked out and pulled down by Pantera.
Run some clock here.
He's going to probably hang on to it for a bit. They're looking for the intentional foul, not getting it. Pantera. Chatton. There you go.
There's a one-on-one, I think.
Thomas Chatton will go to the line. He's had an incredible night. 19 points for the senior.
He's a tough matchup for sure. Hillers have a lot of difficult matchups.
Pantera will come out of the game. Drew Reisenberger is in. One of the two players not in the scorebooks tonight. Willidson's in. He's the other one.
Drew didn't get as much playing time as he has in the past, but it's good to see him out there tonight.
Chatton now up to 20 points, make it 21. Good free throw shooting there by Thomas Chatton. 30 seconds and counting left to go. Pena with it, feeds it over. Thought about it. Launches it, no good. Hiller ball.
Well, what started out to be a close game, Tom, it certainly has had some peaks and valleys as far as scoring, but Hiller's on their way to a 7-4 record, looking pretty good.
Well, the rebounding ability of this Hiller team is just incredible and really allowed them to put a stop to Norton here tonight. They just dominated the interior, dominated the boards.
Referees are dealing with some situation. I don't know. The Norton coach was, I don't know if it's a technical. I'm not sure what happened. The play stopped kind of abruptly there. I will say the Norton coach has been hanging out on the floor a lot. I don't know if it was feel like something like that.
I don't believe so. Going to have a foul here, I believe.
He's kind of playing the string out here with 11 seconds left. The scorekeeper, Mike Connor, over there, or clock keeper.
Substitution, it looks like, for Norton.
You got Mitch Sanborn down there. They were in good hands with that crew.
Absolutely.
I'm sure it's under control.
They do a great job. Pache Ribeiro into the game for Norton. 10 seconds left. Hiller's about to improve to 7-4 overall. 3 wins away from clinching a playoff spot. And Hyman will dribble it out, and the Hopkinton Hillers are going to take it 72-58. An incredible performance by the Hillers over a very good Norton Lancers team. Norton falls to 6-5, Hillers 7-4. Steve, any final thoughts?
No, it's a really entertaining game. It was really great, the energy in the building with the students and Scotty Mack and getting the energy up. And the Hillers just had too much depth for Norton, and it was just, as you said earlier a couple times, almost everyone scored tonight, and their height was just a little bit too much for Norton to deal with. So it was a great win for the Hillers. Good stuff. Good way to get the weekend started.
It certainly was. The Hillers showing Norton who's boss with a 72-58 win here tonight. For our crew, John Ritz, Andy Ritz, Mary Arnott, Mike Terosian, my broadcast partner, Steve Spector, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, the Hillers victorious over Norton, 72-58. That'll wrap it up. This has been Boys Varsity Basketball on HCAM. We thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Good night, everybody.